This Ag Vision program is made possible through the generous support of Syngenta Seeds NK brand. The results you need, the freedom to choose. And by Farms.com. Ag news, market prices, ag careers, and farm real estate. You'll find it all at Farms.com.
Well, we continue our look at the importance of balancing business and relationships with our top manager team. When children become part of the farm operation, how can we break out of that parent-child role to embrace these family members as true business partners?
Our spouses and our children are a critically valuable part of the family farm. In my experience in working with family businesses, many times these resources are really simply viewed as sometimes free or low-cost part-time labor. Oftentimes they're not viewed as owners in the business, they're not viewed as employees or business associates, and we don't make a clear distinction between the fact that they are wearing both a family hat and they're wearing a business role hat. Particularly as our youth move into our family businesses and many of our spouses assume not only business responsibilities to provide labor and management, but they also have significant ownership in the business. All these hats have different dynamics. And if we don't think about what hat we're wearing and we don't respect the fact that our spouses, our children are wearing many different hats in the day-to-day operation of the family business, many times the voice that we're speaking is not addressing the proper audience. And I see a lot of hurt, a lot of conflict in family businesses because people are put down, they're being treated like they're the dumb kid that never could grow up, when in fact they're not a kid anymore. They're a grown, capable individual who might have a significant ownership interest and has never been managed with any kind of professionalism during the whole course of their career. And it's a terrible tragedy, but in many cases family businesses never break out of the parent-child relationship. They simply fail to realize that it's a business and that there's a business as well as a family relationship there.
Sure, the role of spouses and children in the farm is changing rapidly. I mean, I grew up on a family farm in eastern Saskatchewan near the Manitoba border, and on both sides of my family, we had been farmers for a long time. And the traditional roles were fairly well defined as what women did and what men did and what children did. And as we've got into more recent times with the importance of off-farm income, quite often the definitions have been even more specific where, in not all cases, but men are considered the farmers. This is dramatically different, Kevin, among leading farmers. The vast majority of these farms are fully managed and operated by both spouses and their children. And one of the characteristics of leading farmers that we talked a little earlier is their ability in human resource management skills. And this means understanding and utilizing all the expertise and skills and abilities within the family, the larger family. And they're particularly adept at identifying opportunities for all members of the family to be involved, and so it helps on the success of a succession plan. It gets back to what we just talked about of a definition of a farmer. Leading farmers are not typical farm operations. They are more diversified, they're more attuned to the market. There's a big task in managing the brand, managing the traceability and the environmental farm plans. So there's roles now in a complex operation for every member of the family.
One of the things that I hope's happened over the last few years is that we've gotten over the notion of the one-man show. This has got to be a team effort. The spouse and the kids need to be at least knowledgeable enough about what's going on in the farm operation that should anything happen, like a heart attack or a stroke or a farm accident, that they have the ability to at least manage the transition and possibly take over the operation. And that's not going to happen if they've been kept in the dark. The second thing, and I see this a lot, is where parents want their kids to come back to the farm someday, but all they ever hear is about how bad prices are, how bad the weather is, what the government's doing to them, how foreign competition's affecting them. And then they wonder later on, why aren't kids interested in the business? Well, everything you've told them for the last several years is that this isn't the place to be.